they think Soham means I am the Supreme. But that is not possible. How you are Supreme? If you are Supreme, why you have become like cats and dogs? They say it is my Leela. But this is all nonsense. God's Leela, Krishna's Leela is in the Vrindavan. Why he should come to make a Leela like cats and dogs? So, this is a wrong philosophy. Krishna, the Supreme, Narayana. Sometimes they say Narayana has become Daridra. How Narayana can become Daridra? Lakshmi Sahasrasata Sambrama Sevamanam Govindam Adipurusam Tamamaya. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is being constantly served by hundreds and thousands of goddesses of fortune. How he can be Daridra? These are manufactured words. You cannot find these words in the Vedic literature. They are concocted words. So, here is the right interpretation by Vyasdev. We have to take from Vyasdev. Sukadeva Goswami is reciting the verses written by his father, Vyasdev. So he says that here is the person who is being searched out by the impersonalist, enamored by the Brahma effulgence. They do not know where from the Brahma effulgence is coming. Just like we may very much appreciate the sunshine, but the sunshine is not the origin. The origin is the sun glow. And the sun glow is also not origin. Within the sun glow there is sun god. And his name is also known to the right person, Vivashan. So he is so glowing, that Vivashan, sun god, that his effulgence is being distributed as sunshine. Imam vivasati yugam prattamana hamabhayam vivassan manovipraho manovikhatavi bravi. All the scientific knowledge there are in the Vedic literature. The Kshatriya family, there are two kinds of Kshatriya families who are coming from the sun and the moon. So Vivassan, his son was Mano, his son was Ikkhatu, and his descendants is called the Surya Vamsa, in which Lord Ramchandra appeared. So, Krishna, or the Supreme Lord, is not impersonal. Impersonal feature is his bodily effulgence, glaring of the body. That is confirmed in the Brahma Samhita. Jasya prabha prabhavatu jagadannakut kotishu aseshu vasudhadi vibhuti bhinnam tad brahma niskalam ananta sesha bhutam govindamadi purusam tamamaya. This Brahma effulgence is the bodily glow of Krishna. Jasya prabha prabhavatu. And in Bhagavad Gita also it is said, Brahmana ahanga pratishtha. I am the original source of this Brahma effulgence. Therefore Sukadeva Goswami said that those who are seeking after Brahma effulgence, the origin point is here, Krishna. Itham satang brahma sukhanubhutya. And dasangatanang paradaivatena. And those who have dedicated their life those who have understood clearly as it is instructed by Lord Chaitanya, Jiver Swarup hoy Nitya Krishna Das. That is our Swarup, actual constitutional position. We are eternal part and parcel servant. Just like the part and parcel of your body. They are all your servants. This finger is part and parcel of your body. But it is always serving the whole. That is the business. Finger is not the enjoyer. Or the hand is not the enjoyer. The stomach is the enjoyer. You collect food stuff with your fingers and hand and give it here. You cannot. That is misuse. Similarly, Daksangatana, this is really self-realization. That I am part and parcel, mama imansu jiva bhuta. So, one should understand that what is the duty of the part and parcel. Just like you go to your work, everyone in a big establishment, they are part and parcel of that establishment. But everyone is working for the fulfillment of the desire of the first person, the president or the director of the business. Similarly, the whole thing is there. Krishna is the supreme. Ishvara Parama Krishna. Ishvara means controller. Now, as you have got controller in your office, similarly there must be one controller for all these creations. How you can deny it? That is not possible. There must be. So, the Brahma, especially, it is his person. Ishvara Parama Krishna. Because he is also controller, Brahma. But he accepts that I am not the supreme controller. It was questioned by Narada that my father, that you are the master of this universe, you are the creator of this universe, but why I see that you are also meditating upon somebody. So the answer was, no, I am not the supreme controller. I am not controller. That these things are explained in the Srimad Bhagavatam. So Brahma's controller is Vishnu, Garbhodaksha is Vishnu, then Garbhodaksha is Vishnu's controller, Mahavishnu, I'm going to say, Karanadaksha is Vishnu, his controller, Sankarshan, his controller, Narayan, his controller, again Sankarshan, Baladev. So there are different status of controller. Just we have experience within this material world. Everything is controlled by somebody. So, Brahma gives the conclusion that there are many controllers, undoubted, but there is a supreme controller. Ishvara Parama Krishna. Ishvara means controller. You are also controller, I am also controller. Just like I am controlling some of my desires. You may be controlling in your family affairs or in office, some clerks. So, there are controllers, many. But each and every controller is controlled by another controller. Just like I am controlling somebody, but I am controlled by my Guru Maharaj. He is controlled by his Guru Maharaj. In this way, you find controller over control. But in this way, if you go on searching after, then when you come to Krishna, you will find there is no more controller over him. Therefore, Brahmaji says, Ishara Parama Krishna. The supreme controller is Krishna. And Krishna also says, personally, in Bhagavad, Matta Parataram Nana Kinchi Dosti Dhananjaya. My dear John, over me there is no other controller. That is Ishara. That is God. God cannot be controlled by God. God like us may be controlled by another God. But the Supreme God, He is never controlled by anyone. That is real God. Other gods, you may call yourself that I am God. I may call myself I am God. Yes, we are all gods, but not the Supreme God. We are Atmas, but we are not the Supreme Atma. We are Ishvara, but we are not the Parameshwara. Parameshwara is Krishna. Ishvara Parama Krishna, Satchidananda Vigraha. So, here also, Vasudev says, Dhamna Sena Sada Nirasta Kuhakam Sattam Param Dhimai. I am offering with my old disciples my obeisances to the Supreme Controller, Sattam Param, the Absolute Truth. Sattam Param Dhima. So, Itham Satana Brahma Sukhanubhutya Dasangatana. So, Dasangatana, those who have accepted that I am eternal servant of God, Krishna, they are perfect. Because that is real position. How you can become the Supreme? It is a false notion. Real position is this. It is recommended by Chaitanya Maharaj. If you want to realize self-realization, what is my position? What I am? The immediate answer should be, you are eternal servant of God, Krishna. That is real position. And actually, if we scrutinizingly think whether I am master or servant, we will see that we are all servants. We are not master. We are in this position, we are all servants of our senses. Go das, go means senses. But one has to become Goswami. That is perfection. When one can control the senses. At the present moment we are acting under the dictation of the senses, but when we shall be able to dictate the senses to act, and then we are Goswami. So, this will be possible when we come to the actual constitutional position to understand, just like Vasudev is offering Sattam Param Dhim, we surrender. Krishna therefore canvasses. Krishna comes to canvas. My dear sir, you are all thinking that you are all masters, but you are suffering. You are not master. Over you, the master is the material nature. Your senses. How you can become master? So, Jnana Prayasa, Brahmaji recommends that this kind of speculation give up. Jnana Prayasa. Namantaye, just become submissive. We are arrogant. Who is God? I am God. This is arrogance. Therefore, the whole Bhagavad Gita is taught to Arjuna just to stop this nonsense arrogance. Surrender. Sarvadharman parittajya mamekam saranam aham tva sarva pape mama prishana. By this arrogance, you are simply committing sinful activities and you become entangled. What is that entanglement? That repetition of birth and death. That is entanglement. There is no certainty what sort of birth I am going to get next life. But if we surrender to Krishna, dasyam gatana, if we accept dasyam, dasyam shanta dasya shokha vatsalya madhuj, we are related with Krishna in 5 rasas according to our taste. Some of them are in shanta rasa, simply appreciating Krishna. But above that shanta rasa, there is dasa rasa. That is the beginning of bhakti life. Shanta rasa, that is marginal position between material world and the spiritual world. But actual spiritual life begins when you come to the dasa, dasam gatana, when we accept that we are eternal servant of Krishna. That is our liberation. Sarupena avasthi. If you don't accept this, then by force, the nature, the strong material nature, will enforce you to become her servant. Her servant. Just like everyone, we are serving the 3 modes of material nature. Some of them are serving in goodness, some of them are serving in passion, some of them are passion. Prakite kriyamanani gunai karmani sarvas. Ahankara vimuratma kattaham iti mannate. Actually, the prakriti, the material nature, is pulling everyone by the ear. You do like this. You do like this. Forcing. But because we are fools and rascals, we are thinking, ahankara vimuratma karta aham. I am karta. We are not karta. Padita kriyamanani gunai karmani sarvas. Everything, because as soon as we associate with a certain quality of the material nature, modes of material nature, sadagun, rajagun, tamam, they may be different, variety, goodness, passion, but they are all under the prakriti. Therefore, in this material world, even if you become very good man, that is also under the reins of the prakriti. So, therefore Krishna advises, Arjuna, Traygunna Visaya Veda, Nistraygunna Bhavani. You just try to transcend all the influences of this prakriti, material modes of things. And how you can transcend? Very easy. If we actually are serious, that is also recommended in the Bhagavad Gita. Manchabhya vicharini bhakti yogena jasevate sagunan samatittaitan brahma bhuyat. Abhya vicharini bhakti, without any adulteration, pure bhakti, not mixed bhakti. Pure bhakti. Then immediately you are transcendent. Sagunan samatitta, guna, satagun, rajagun, tamagun, samatitta, sammakatitta, brahma bhuya. So this bhakti yoga process is so nice that it can give you immediately liberation. Immediately, within a second. Provided you agree, yes, just like Arjuna said. Arjuna was asked, Now I have given you all instruction. Now what you want to do? That discrimination depends on us. Because in the Vedic literature, everything is given there. Take for example, Bhagavad Gita. Krishna says, Sarva dharman parityajya mam ekam saranam. Now it is up to us whether we shall accept or not. Krishna does not force you. He says, Saranam braja. You do this. But he is all powerful. If he likes, he can force one. But that force he does not apply. He applies sometimes force to his very, very dear devotee, not to the ordinary. Just like a father forces his own child, not others. This is an example. Similarly, one who is actually devotee of Krishna, he sometimes forces him. They must do this. Others he does not force. He says, Saranam Braja. Now it is our choice. But if we make our choice like that, then we are liberated immediately. Because that is our position. Mukti means mukti hitya annatha rupam sarupena avasthiti. Sarupena. That is mukti. One should be standing on his original position. The original position is that we are all part and parcel of Krishna, God. Mamayivansa jiva bhuta. Amsa. Amsa. Not the full, not the whole. Part cannot be equal to the whole. But if the part is always attached to the whole, it has got value. Otherwise it is valueless. The same example. This finger, so long it is attached with this body, it has got value. And if it is cut off from this body, it has no value. Similarly, so long we are cut off from the relationship with Krishna, Sarva dharman parityajya, to serve him, we have no value. We may conjecture that I am this, I am that, I am that. This is all troubles. So Krishna personally says, therefore, that you give up all these mental concoctions, you simply surrender unto me, and I shall give you protection from all calamities. Sarva papim, he has mentioned the papa, not the punyabhya. But okay, those are punya, they are not suffering. They have got some solace. Because Krishna says, Jesam antagatam papam jananam punya karmanam. So Krishna does not say that I shall save you from the reaction of punya. He says papibha, because suffering, actually suffering, is due to our sinful activities. That is suffering. Nature will not tolerate. Devi Jesha Gunamaya Mamma Dhruttaya. We can say that we don't care for God, don't care for anyone. I can do anything, whatever I like. You can do that. That is at your risk. Otherwise, why there are so many species of life? Even there is life, you are passing stool, another life is waiting just to take your stool. So there are varieties of life due to papa and punya. Papa and punya. So we should not be interested even in punya. Punya, by punya, we may have better life. But unless we come to the point of surrendering to Krishna, even better life, the demigod's life, that is also not very appreciable. Krishna says, Abrahma bhuvana lokan punaravartina arjuna. Khine punne puna matta lokam visanti. So, punna is just like bank balance. So bank balance, so long you have got bank balance, you may draw and enjoy, but when the bank balance is finished, again you are poor man. So khine punne puna matta lokam visanti. These things are there. So we should not be interested either in papa or punna. Therefore Krishna says, sarva dharma. People are addicted. Some of them are addicted to the papa karya and some of them are addicted to the punna karya. There are so many dualities. So Krishna says that give up all this duality, you simply surrender nothing. The same thing. Bhagavad Gita ends with this instruction of Krishna, and Vyasdev captures this instruction and begins Srimad Bhagavatam with the first aphorism of Vedanta Sutra, Janmadasya Jataha, the origin, and Sattam Param Dhimani. This is surrender. Om Namo Bhagavati Vasudevaya Namah. Namah. Nama means I surrender. That is Nama. I become humble. Nama, namaskar, just like we do. Namaskar. Humbly submit, gently. Yes. So, all these mantras, Vedic mantras, they are meant for becoming Nama. Surrender. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So here Vyasdev says that the Supreme Personality, he is conscious of Vijnana. Of Vijnana. How is Avijnana conscious? Annayat Vyatirikena Artheshu. In everything there are some indirect observation and some direct observation. Just like you see a flower. We directly see a flower is growing, but you do not know what is the process by which the flower is growing. Abruptly we say nature. What is that nature? That is not explanation. That is not scientific explanation. You must know the process. That is scientific knowledge. Just like we see these coconut trees. The coconut tree, there are green coconuts about 50 feet above, but there is very nice water. Now, how this water is injected in this hard shell? There is a great science, but we do not know. We are very much proud of our scientific knowledge, but when I ask somebody, what is the process? Some make so many so-called theories. You see? Therefore, Krishna is sometimes addressed as Vijnana Vijaya, Vijnana Bija. He is powerful, not abruptly, but with scientific knowledge, perfect scientific knowledge. That is explained here. Janmadasya Jataha Annayat Itaratascha Avijnasara. He is very expert, that Supreme. He is expert in knowledge, how things are done, directly and indirectly. We can see simply directly. Just like this body. I am claiming, this is my body. But how the bodily functions are acting, how I am eating, and it is being transformed into different secretions. Some of them are passing out as urine, some of them are becoming blood, some of them becoming bile. There is a great factory and it is going on, but we do not know. And still we are very much proud. But Krishna knows how it is, because he has created. He is the origin, creator. He knows. Therefore he must be a sentient person without being person, how one can know? That is explained. Andayat Vyatireki. He knows everything. Vedaham samititam. He knows everything. Parasya Shakti Vividayasvayate. His energy is acting so nicely and so subtly. It's like the sun. Jasagaya Brahmati Sambritakala Chakro. By the order of Krishna Govinda, it is rotating in the orbit, fixed up. The orbit is so subtle that if the sun comes this side, the whole universe immediately becomes frozen. And if the sun comes this side, the whole universe will be ablaze immediately. It is just on the line. Jasagana Brahmati Sambritakala. Acting. If you simply say, by nature, this is everything, what is that nature? That you cannot explain. Therefore your knowledge is imperfect. But we poor fellows, because we have accepted Krishna as the Supreme, our knowledge is perfect. We take Krishna's word and we accept it. It is very simple thing. It is not very difficult thing. Krishna said, Manmana bhava mad bhakta mad jaji man namaskuru. We are trying to think of him always. We are trying to become his devotee. Manmana bhava mad jaji. We are trying to worship him from the early in the morning. Man namaskuru. So we are offering our obeisances. It is very simple. We haven't got to make any gymnastic. Simply Krishna says that namaskuru, all right, I offer my obeisances. Think of me, yes, I think of you always. These boys, they have been taught like that and they are doing that, they are making progress. They are making progress, just see, practical. So the bhakti yoga is so nice. Everyone, even the child can do it. There is no difficulty. But you make tremendous progress for your spiritual realization. Tremendous progress. And especially in this age, you cannot accept any other process for your self-realization. Neither you will be able to execute it properly. This is not possible. Therefore, this recommendation of Sukadeva Goswami, Itham satang brahma sukhanubhutya dasangatanang paradaivati. Dasangatanang, those who have accepted Krishna as the Supreme Master, for them he is the Supreme Lord. And for the impersonality, he is the origin of Brahma effulgence. And Maya Sitanang Naradarakena. And those who are still under the influence of Maya, they are thinking Krishna as ordinary born. Avajananti manamurha. They are thinking, Krishna is ordinary man. Why they are after Krishna? Krishna, some very influential magazine issued by the government, they described Krishna as the son of a bhil, black bhil. And he was disturbing the society and therefore people worship. Just see their creative energy. He ploughs all this shastra, or he creates his own imagination, and that is published in government paper. Just see our misfortune. You see? So, Itham Satana Brahma Sukhanubhutya. Therefore it is called Maya Sitana. This kind of description of Krishna is made by Maya Sitana, those who are under the complete influence of Maya. Naham prakasa sarvatra yoga maya samam. To the Maya Sitana, those who are under the complete influence of Maya, they cannot understand Krishna. But if you surrender to Krishna, then Maya lets you see Krishna. Mameva ja prapaddante maya netam saranti. So somehow or other you surrender to Krishna, you become free from the clutches, from the influence of Maya, and you will be able to see Krishna eye to eye. This is the process of Krishna consciousness. It is very simple, it is authorized, it is scientific. If you kindly take, your life will be successful. Thank you very much.